Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna tap in. I attempted this already. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here, but it's all good. I simply wanted to come on here and do a energy check-in. So this can be tailored to speak to holding space for any and all types of connections. So like I don't really do labels and titles, but I understand that some people resonate and identify with certain energies and things like that, experiences, so on and so forth. And they might have a different significance, whole different meanings for each person out there, So whatever type of connections, whether it's a soulmate energy, whether you call it twin flames, divine counterparts, situationships, karmic, something that you really can't define, or an ex situation, like whatever energy wants to come through to assist you. If it's meant for you, it'll speak to your situation. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, so just a quick disclaimer, y'all. I do not read energy based off of fantasies. Okay, I just simply read the energy as it is, as it comes through. I will only honor, the truth, right? So, yes, I'll honor, how everyone feels and things like that, but I will not sugarcoat the truth, okay? So, some people like certain deliveries. If a delivery that is straightforward, or a delivery that is like, something being said that you don't like, in a sense of that's uncomfortable, you don't really want to necessarily hear the truth, I'm just giving you a fair warning. I do not sugarcoat. I'm not here to entertain. So my job is not to confirm necessarily hopes and wishes and things like that, but it's to reflect whatever is real and what needs to come through. Okay. So this reading is kind of what it's meant to do and what I hope it does. And I'll get into like some energies that I'm tapping into already, that I'm picked up in numbers. Um, because it's late as hell over here, you guys. It's 1:50 a.m. where I'm at. And I woke up at 12:21 exactly, because I looked at my clock on my phone. Like, soon as I woke up, I turned, and like I'm thinking it's way, like I'm thinking maybe it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, because sometimes I wake up around those odd hours. And I looked at my phone, it's like it's only 12 a.m. But the time was so weird. Like 12:21 was like, it's almost like a mirror number. Like you flip the 12 or you flip the 20. Like it was so weird. Anyway, but this energy really is to just offer as a mirror to, your energy, another's energy, and what is true between the both of you. Like what's the real truth? Like your energy, their energy, and then like what's the truth, right? So sometimes the truth, it can confirm, sometimes it clarifies, and sometimes it provides closure, that you didn't know that you needed, or clarity that you didn't know that you were seeking or needed, what have you. So if you're open, okay, y'all open to emotional honesty and spiritual reflection, then this message will most likely serve you. Okay. So I appreciate you for being here. Show some love, like this video, y'all. Um, Especially just as spiritual currency of gratitude. Thank you for doing this reading. Thank you for taking this time out. Thank you for being obedient to spirit. Thank you providing confirmation. Thank you to spirit for even intervening in my life at this time to provide this message, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, form of gratitude, that is greatly appreciated. Okay. It's not just a social media thing, like, oh, just like, share, comment, blah, blah. It's showing gratitude, not just for the person delivering the message, but to your divine team for bringing it to you if it's your message, right? Okay. I'm just taking the time out. Yeah. So the energies y'all see on the screen, hopefully you guys can see that cute little fox on the screen. It says expect changes, and then it has autumn at the bottom of the deck, and you guys will probably see those angel numbers or those divine codes of the universe. Okay. Those numbers may be coming to you guys a lot, especially if you guys are dealing with like spiritual connections and things like that. You're on the path of spiritual connections. Does not have to be connections that are meant to be together lifelong, long term. They're connections that hold spiritual significance in your life. They're meant to guide you, assist you, help you to heal, help you to evolve, and most likely vice versa for the other person that you are encountering. Some of you guys, this is a I want to say specifically if you guys are seeing that 2222 or 222 or 20 or 223, whenever I see those, I think about two things. I think about divine union, and I think about specifically the scripture in the Bible, Genesis 2 and 22, or 2 um Genesis 2 through 22 and 23, excuse me. If you read those scriptures specifically, um not getting all caught up in like anything religious or anything like that, but just reading it where it talks about bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That represents oneness. That represents divine connection and also soul recognition. Um, a soul declaration that this is my better half. This is my soul's mirror, my soul's mate, the mate to my soul, my divine partner, my divine mirror. That could be something that spirit is telling you. You always use your discernment when you encounter divine codes of the universe. You don't want to just automatically believe or just assume something. So you always want to ask spirit for confirmation. Is this my message? Is this associated with such and such, or how is it connected to such and such, instead of going, oh, I seen this person's name, or I saw this number when I was thinking about so and so, so that must mean we're meant to be, we're divine counterparts. Always use discernment with everything that you encounter in this life. You don't just say yes or no to just whatever. You always want to filter it through your intuition and your discernment, or seeking divine guidance, and allow spirit to confirm it to you in any way. Just be open to how spirit speaks to you. Yeah, it helps to be specific. Sometimes like, spirit show me a green rabbit if this is true. And sometimes, yeah, that shit will happen. The more stranger the confirmation, maybe sometimes that's like, yeah, this can't be anything but divine source God. Or you keep asking and spirits like keep showing you, like, okay, when you gonna believe it? But I always say use your intuition, you guys. I've been picking up the energy of autumn lately, or even the end of the year lately, for connections, maybe meeting people, or even um, some closures around relationships and connections, so that you can enter that season of, a love that you deserve, a love that aligns with, you know, where you're headed, where you're going, a greater path. You guys might be, encountering something tricky on your path. Like, you're not sure how to, it's like you don't want to be deceived. You might be questioning, am I being deceived? Is this person honest? Especially if you have a specific person in mind. Or it could be like when you encounter certain, because some of you guys are going to meet somebody. If you don't have somebody in mind specifically right now, you might just be doing an energy check-in on where your divine counterpart is in the world, where their vibrational energy is at this time, and so on and so forth. Where are you at when it comes to union? That's fine as well. Everybody is welcome here if you can, truly find something that resonates out of this. So I wouldn't count yourself out, because um I feel like a lot of people may be in that situation. They don't have a particular person that they're dealing with. I do get that there is a good number of you that may meet someone soon around the season of autumn, going close to the end of the year. There's could even be like, there's something connected to the holiday season itself, or parties, gatherings, celebrations. I was kind of picking up on something with like, depending on where you are in the world. Some people celebrate Christmas, or sorry, not Christmas. Some people celebrate New Year's Eve on December 31st, New Year's Day, January 1st. So there could be something connected to this energy. Some of you guys are going to meet somebody soon. You're going to start dating. You might kind of feel like this person came at a time where you weren't looking, almost like a distraction. Like, is this somebody that I should give the energy and time to? Because I'm already focused on a particular path, or my focus is here. My time is kind of, my time and energy has been given to X, Y, and Z. Am I in the space for even entertaining this type of energy or connection right now? Um, I'm seeing a scenario here. This may not be for everyone, but before I really get into like pulling and shuffling and stuff like that, I just want to get off what I'm tapping into. Um, some of you guys might meet somebody where there's dancing. You may even dance with this person, and then it sparks an open door for a new connection where you guys will eventually date. I just get this feeling that you guys may not trust this person, not because they're a stranger and you don't know them. Obviously, it's like you're not supposed to just trust everybody that you just met, but almost in a sense of like, why are you here? What's your intentions? It's like a spiritual try, like the code or unfolding, you know what I mean? Or trying to not pick it apart, but just like you want to discern like what's your purpose here? Why are you here? Um, yeah. So this is meant to catch your attention, and I get that spirit is going to be dropping um a lot of messages, or a lot of, how do I explain this? It's like confirmation to get your attention about the season that you're in. We're almost like get prepared, get ready. So like let's say for instance you keep seeing 222 or 223, or maybe even 1111. Like you're seeing, especially if you're seeing mirror numbers, like numbers that mirror each other. um each number holds a different type of energy frequency or message. So like twos can definitely be about partnerships and duality. um 11s or ones can represent like something manifesting, or even an energy of independence, or a portal or gateway, or some sort of opportunity that's opening up. um Threes can be communication, could be creativity. um Fours, obviously that could be about building, working together, home, family, foundation. Fives, significant shifts, changes, maybe even a little bit of uncomfortable shifts and changes, so on and so forth. So if you're seeing these double digits, they could definitely represent the frequency or energy that either you're working through, moving through, or aligning with when it comes to unions and partnerships. I feel like this is time sensitive, but if you happen to catch this years from now, past the season of autumn, or where season is coming soon, like if it meets you where you are, most likely, it doesn't matter. It's timeless. It's your message if it's meant to meet you, right? So let's get into the quaj. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of you are focusing on your self-care right now. Um, some of you do acknowledge the fact that you know, you might think that you're not as ready as you are for unions, or connecting with like that healthy partnership, or even your divine counterpart. You might think that you're not there yet, but in truth you are more warmer than you are cold. Does that make sense? You know that game when you were little you used to play, um with our, where are you? I'm warm, or am I hot? And somebody be like, you're warm. Okay, you step forward over here. Oh, you're a little cold. Okay, step back. Okay, let me step over here. You're warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer. It's that type of vibe. You're in the warm zone. Okay, 111 might be a lot of people's number, actually. If you've been seeing foxes, or you've been seeing pairs, animals in pairs, like swans, let's say different types of birds, or you've been seeing dolphins in doubles, or just anything, like I'm getting animals in doubles, that's a double message. That could represent the type of partnership or energy that you're stepping into, the personality, or where you and your person are, or the energies that you are embodying, or maybe encouraged to embody. Like if you want to look up the meaning of, okay, what does a fox mean? What does a such and such mean? I've been seeing Dalmatians often. Like for some reason, I just keep seeing that particular dog. It's like on TV, or it's just popping up in my experience. So like something like that. But if you're seeing doubles or animals that are like paired together, that could be a message or sign for you. Your person is going to get you out of this isolated feeling. Like if you've been feeling like cold, iced out, like nothing's happening, it's kind of boring over here, there's no movement, there's not much going on in the love scene, it's kind of ashy, okay? You know, where's the lotion, where's the body oil, where's the shea butter, where's the cocoa butter at? It's very dry and ashy. And maybe you don't really have much prospects, or the prospects that you do have, it's just like kind of like whatever, I'm not feeling them anymore, or I'm not feeling this at all type energy. This person is going to invite you into the warm zone. This person is like a walking synchronicity, or they'll be like that for you, like just kind of stop you on your tracks, kind of like a movie, like a little Disney movie where the princess or the main character encounters this little creature that becomes her friend. They might talk, they might not talk, but the creature is like something significant along the path. It's giving that, like, your person is something playful, something um divinely aligned with your path, like a companion of some sort. You might wonder, like, what's your point? What are you here? Why are you here? Or yeah, this person is gonna like make some moves. Okay, let's get into the cards. This person is gonna make some moves, romantically make some moves towards you, or vice versa. So whoever, I'm gonna say this, like whoever is more of a masculine, who moves in their masculine more fluidly and more aligned with masculine energy, versus the person that's more aligned with their femininity, more embrace of that energy. Um, I feel like whoever that masculine energy is going to offer you. It's like, okay, this offer can be subjective to everyone because you guys are all unique. Your situations obviously are not going to exactly match to the T. You know what I'm saying? So, let's say for instance, this person asks you out on a date, or this person does something kind for you, like compliments you. They tell you that they're interested, they tell you that they've had a crush on you. It's like different declarations for different people. It just depends on your energy, your situation, right? Nonetheless, this romantic gesture, I feel like you'll feel it. You feel the sincerity in it. It's not game. It doesn't come off as sneaky behavior, F boy, F girl vibes. It feels sincere to you. Like you actually feel it. You know that they're being honest. And it's because they don't care if they look stupid, type of thing. It's not like a person that is just like reckless and obsessive, and love bombing you, where they're willing to just like go all out if that means that they could love bomb you and play games with you. This is like a person that, where most people say, oh, you're such a simp, like why would you like tell this person that? And it's because like it's the truth, it's honest. Like, this is what I found. This is what I found to be like so true. um the more mature and emotionally open and available, I notice, like, toxic men or women, um feel like that is like, if someone respects, and I'm not talking about pick me behavior is not you being respectful and loving and honoring the man that actually shows up for you. A pick me is somebody that is just willing to like sell herself out, play herself, shortchange herself, front out on her friends and family, like, willing to throw other people on the bus for this one person that usually is not, that would never do the same for them, not respect them, doesn't love them already, somebody that essentially is not a good person to cheerlead for, just because simply, oh, that's my man, or that's a man, or I should do this. Like, pick me behavior is not that. Pick me behavior is not about respecting your partner. It's like, in my opinion, same thing with the simp. A simp is a man that goes out of their way to do things for a woman that doesn't respect them, doesn't love them, doesn't like them. A man that tries to prove of himself, even if like he's degrading himself or allowing this person to degrade them. That's a simp. A simp is not a man that shows up for his family and is faithful and loving and honest and emotionally available, mature. Like that's not a simp. That's a mature partner. A woman that shows up for the person that makes her feel safe and protected and loves her, honors her as well. She's not a pick me. That's a woman that is mature and is choosing to show up and love someone that also loves her and respects her, right? So when a woman feels safe in all thy ways and feels secure and provided for, that she can lean and trust on her partner's leadership, and not from a place of I don't have any backbone, I don't have any self-esteem, but from a place of I already I'm sovereign in myself, in the sense that I'm independent and I know who I am and what I want and what I deserve. And whoever I choose to give my trust and energy to is because they are trustworthy and honorable for that. So therefore they deserve that. I don't give this type of treatment to just any man just because he's a man or because I'm dating him. I lost some people with that. Yeah. So no, that is not pick me or simp behavior when you are showing love and respect and honor to the person that loves, honor, and respects you and is a safe space for you. So when you hear like men talking about, oh, he's a simp because he's standing up for women, genuinely standing up for women, not because he's trying to get kudos or brownie points or claps and praise or get some, but because genuinely he wants to honor, protect, or call out the bullshit. It's very telling. It's very, very, very telling when, because this is the thing, like a lot of women have felt pressured into settling for less because they think that that's all that they can get, because a man that is seen as loving and caring is like seen as a simp, or he's seen as corny and lame. But that's so sad though, you know what I mean? That's pitiful. You know, who wants somebody that doesn't tell you that they like you or that they love you, or um, do kind things and beautiful things because you're one of their favorite people in the world? Like, why would that be a bad thing? You know what I mean? Um, where you could be so used to having people that play these mind games with you, don't show up for you, liking your stories, but don't have the balls or the courage or the city balls to, um, reach out to you, say, hey, how have you been? It's always some games. It's, oh, I'm not gonna show this person or tell this person how I feel because that would make me look stupid, or I wouldn't give them the satisfaction. Oh, they already got a whole bunch of dudes or women after them, so I'm not going to compliment them. I'm not going to show that I'm interested. Let me play games and actually do the opposite. That's childish. That's kiddie games. That's like playground shit. I'm going to pull the little girl's hair because I like her. That's weird. And also too, that's abuse if you think about it. So like the things that we modernize as normal, like, oh, they looking at my Snapchats and this and that. They liking my posts, but they're not talking to you. They're not, checking in on you genuinely to see how you are. It's like poking around, playing games. Like, no, man up. Or, oh, I'm not gonna show that I like this person. And I hate when women and some people too, they might agree or they might disagree with this, but as like something that's serious. But it's just something to note. I feel like um this goes back to the immature behavior. And I'm just talking about from a perspective of like women that may be triggered or sometimes get insecure when their partners, they're on Facebook or whatever social media app, and they're liking all these random girls that they don't know's picture, maybe even women that they do know. It's kind of inappropriate, right? Or they're following all of these IG models, as we call them, right? Women that don't look like you, women that are heavily uh kind of like sexualized in a sense, like, or that's their platform. And you don't even get an appreciation in the morning to say you look good, you look pretty, or when you get dressed up, oh, you look nice, babe, or you don't get any of that. But you like scrolling and you seeing what your man is liking and stuff like that, what they're following. That's an immature man. And you have a right to feel some type of way because you're catching something, like, even though they may not literally have access to some of these people for real, it's still inappropriate and it's very disrespectful to your person, because that shows the immaturity level. I can't really reach into the psyche of those type of men on the depth of it, but like on the surface, that's immature and that's very disrespectful to the partner that they do have. You know what I mean? Um, So going back to the original energy I was picking up, this person is not like that. They are not like that type of person. They are not immature like that. They don't play those games like that, because that's really little boy behavior. And sometimes I believe that men follow these types of energies so they can look good to other men. Like, this is what I like. We all like them the same. Like, you're programmed to like the same type of energies or the same type of bodies, a look, something that doesn't look like, it's like a fantasy. Like, you're only seeing the fantasy. You're only seeing what that person has curated for you to see. Like, the makeup, the hair, the nails, the bags, the suit. And sometimes men don't really care about those extra things, but it's just like that fantasy that they represent, almost like corn. Can't say the P with it, so we're gonna call it corn. That type of culture, that type of look is like it's a sexual fantasy thing, versus like when you have someone in your life that you see them unfiltered every day, and you might feel like they're beautiful or see them as still attractive, but because some men, they're just really psychologically very immature. Okay. So you can't take things too personal. But I can tell you one thing: if you're dealing with somebody that does not care about how you feel, that tears down your self-esteem, and they know that it hurts you and bothers you, like, if you can, child, because like, why would you want to be with somebody like that? Because that's not someone that loves you. Um, like I said, the energy that I was picking up about this person, this is a actual energy that you could feel. Like, when this person does specific gestures and things like that, you can sense and feel the purity in it. You can sense the pure intent. You could feel it in your heart, like, this is coming from this person's truth. You feel honored, you feel respected, you feel seen. And this is not no just, oh, you bad, ma, like that type of stuff. Like, it's kind of cute or whatever sometimes. But you want to feel that this person really is interested in you, and not just because of looks or because you're pretty or handsome or attractive, but because this person actually likes the person that you are, that you represent, that you show up. Or someone that's like, I would really like to get to know you, because no pressure, no rush, no this, no that. Like, you can sense this person's sincere. They're not after one thing. Like, yeah, everybody thinks about that one thing. Everybody wants that one thing, but that's not their sole goal or purpose or intent. It's just that one thing. You know what I mean? So it's not to say that they don't want that or they don't have that in mind, but they may be someone that feels comfortable with someone that experiencing that type of energy with somebody that they actually genuinely like and care about. It's not just a thing for them. This person is going to change your perspective on things in a good way, make you feel lighter, a little bit free. I'm hearing that Destiny's Child song, Free. That could be how you feel right now, just like in your energy. So you don't want to waste your time with just anybody. You don't have the time for that. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see where your energy is right now when it comes to love or, divine connection. And we'll tap into their energy. And what's the truth of it all? We'll get to that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I feel like you are more so receptive than not. Um, your energy is very sensitive to, like, yeah, you're more in tune with how you feel and honoring that. So it's like heart chakra, solar plexus, like you're in tune with your feelings, your emotions. You um it's almost like you're kinder to yourself. So this could be revolutionary for a person that has always maybe talked badly about themselves, to themselves, ignored their own feelings or emotions, stuffed them away, or um, put their energy to the side for other people, or cared about how other people felt over their own feelings and checking in with themselves, to now being like, no, my wellness, how I feel matters to me. I'm going to treat myself delicately, lovingly, compassionately, even if I get tempted to like talk crazy about myself. Yeah, it's just a lot of heart chakra work, I feel like. um you hold your heart as something sacred too. Like you're someone that is emotionally in tune. Okay, you're a loving person by nature. You're compassionate. You love people, but you have a better. I don't know why I'm hearing the word censorship, but you're more so. I feel like you maneuver move your energy differently now. Or when it comes to emotions, when it comes to your heart, like the things that you give energy to and attention to, or who you allow to affect you or allow in your space, you're way more guarded and protected. Not like, oh, you can't get in and nobody can get in, but it's more so like, I need to kind of I need to see who really values my energy. I'm not going to entertain or just give of something so precious as my heart, my love, my affections, my compassion and care to people that don't love me the same. Right. So there's like, yeah, there's emotional energy, but there's also this grounded, practical balance to it. And it's not like just overly pouring out your emotions or just giving randomly. Let's see what is it that you're actually ready for, open to at this time. What are you consciously inviting when it comes to love? Let's see, type of love or energy that you're actually consciously inviting in. Somebody, I feel like you want a very honest person, because I feel like you're very honest. You're very honest with yourself. You're very honest with others. You want somebody that um they're not afraid to express themselves and be vulnerable. You know, you want somebody to tell you the truth, even if it hurts. Um, you want a little bit of a challenge, somebody that challenges you, um, takes you out of your comfort zone, out of that bubble. You know, you want the raw truth. And it could be because you're used to people lying to you, or partners that have like um, projected or showed up in a way that wasn't real, that wasn't true. You don't want anybody to just like tell you what you want to hear or withhold information from you. It's like, no, I want to see the truth of who you are. Like, let's be real, let's be honest to each other, let's be authentic. Um, it's giving like air sign vibes, or even like maybe Leo energy too, like bold, like, um bold in expression. Like, I want to see you cry. Like, don't hide your emotions with me. I want the raw, I want the real. um let's see, what is this? Greetings, hello, how are you? But you also want somebody that has a generous heart like you do, somebody that is um someone that will either, yeah, okay, you don't want somebody that hasn't been through life. It's like you, how do I explain this? It's like this energy where you want someone that has been through crushing and pain and hurt. Not in a sense like, oh, I want somebody that's broken, but I want somebody that knows what it's like to hurt, that knows what it's like to lose, knows what it's like maybe sometimes to be the bad person or the bad guy or bad girl, but turn around from that, mature, learn from those experiences, because that's what makes them um a fine, enriching experience or taste. It's almost like, it's 222 here, by the way, y'all. 222 AM here. Um, Somebody I feel like that has gone through things, like they're mature, they're wiser because their past experience, because of the crushing of life or their experiences. They're not like this squeaky king. I said squeaky king, squeaky clean person, man or woman. They're honest in who they are, honest in their mess of who they've been, and they've chosen maturity and wisdom. They choose to be selective with their heart, because they know what it's like to be frivolous with their heart and frivolous maybe with other hearts in the past. Like, this is somebody that has life experiences that have been good and have been bad, where they were ignorant to things, youthful, young, immature, to being mature, to wisening up. This is a generous heart. So I feel like this is what you're consciously asking for, calling in. You're tired of it's like you're kind of bored. Some of you guys could be Sagittarius or a Venus, Sag energy. You're bored. You want somebody that's not, because I think, like, for me, like, personally, like, what I would feel like is corny is like somebody that is like not human. It's like they want to be a nice person so bad, and that's where, like, to me personally, like, I don't trust people that um are the good person all the time. And I don't mean like you got to be a bad person or be a shitty individual. No, like, we're all human. We all have the capacity to um be certain ways, and I feel like that's how relationships grow. As you work through those things, you're willing and open to shift and change and to grow, be mature, be wise. Or, I've been in relationships where I wasn't always faithful, and I had to learn, like, it's something where you're like, oh, this is a real person, because they've gone through things and they've matured and they've wise and they've chosen decisions to better themselves, better their life experience, and better the relationships around them. They have goals, they have ambitions, there's growth that you can witness and see and hear. This person has a testimony. So not just coming in and being like, oh, I've never done this, I've never done that. Even the nicest person, even the person that may have not dated a lot of people or may not have a lot of sexual experience, things like that. We all have something about us that we could do better, or that maybe we've been shamed about that we've done, or in our ignorance or immaturity or youth, we've done things. You know what I mean? Like, we all have something. So that's the kind of energy I'm picking up on, like somebody that's just really raw and authentic and true, and you know what I mean? Someone that you can really get to the root and the core of who they are in all elements, all aspects. So let's see. If there's any fears or wounds or resistance, like, what is it maybe that you're putting out that spirit wants you to, like, address or see? Let's see. Some of you guys are holding on to something, or someone that you shouldn't. Doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but spirit has created distance between you and someone or others because it's necessary, and it's connected to equal exchange or the lack thereof. These are people that are not, it's almost just like energy, like it's a waste to hold on to something that is not lucrative. You know what I mean? Like, um if I have like a financial investment that I'm pouring into, but I'm not seeing any results out of it, or I have a business partner and I'm putting in all the energy and the other person is not, we're not going to get any type of growth from that. There's nothing um there's nothing that is being produced, from this energy. So whatever or whoever these energies are, or people, I feel like this is blocking you when it comes to the love that you actually deserve. Is you're holding on to energy or holding space for people that don't hold space for you, that are not giving in a way. And this is not like demanding, oh, you got to give me all of your energy, all of your time, in a way that is unreasonable. But it's more so like, people make time and effort for the things and people that they care about, right? Yeah, see, I knew this was gonna come. I knew it. I knew it. It's this energy of people that are fake nice, okay, and they have a manipulative undertone or a manipulative agenda and intention. Okay, they're actually mean spirited. Okay, I've encountered this a lot with people. Okay, they're nice to you as long as they want something. Okay, they want something from you. And then the true colors come out when you don't abide by that. Then it's like, you know, um, the truth comes out. They're demeaning you, they're talking down to you, or they want you to comply, show up. It's like a bullying thing. It's like a bullying tactic, like, oh, you didn't do what I want you to do, so I'm going to punish you. I'm going to be mean to you. I'm going to talk down to you, so that you cower down, you simmer down, or you do what I want you to do ultimately. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's fake nice. It's like they're not being kind, they're being nice, they're playing nice because they want something. They want something. Um, yeah, too much flattery. Yep, see, only when convenient. Yeah, these people are only around when it's convenient. They don't really fuck with you like that. So if it's like a lover or love interest, hurtfully, painfully, maybe family, so-called friends, um, they may like the energy of you, they like the idea of you, or they like what comes with you, they like the attention that you provide, um the emotional energy that they tax on you, that they take from you, um but there's really no depth there. Like you're never really getting to the root of the surface of it. It's like you're always the one showing up and giving. They're not. It's half-ass effort. um it could be like canceled plans all the time, or they'll make time for other things, or you can tell like when someone values you versus when they don't. And like people that don't value your energy, they don't value your time. They don't give a fuck about your time, you know. Um yeah, so that's what's blocking you. Because really, truthfully, honestly, like if you're real with yourself, you see things clearly. You're not oblivious to it. And this is sometimes like the hang up that some of us could have. I know, like, I usually, like, if I look back at a situation, I can typically tell like something's off about a person, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. I got trust issues. I'm tripping. So let me give people the benefit of the doubt. And I play myself sometimes with that, because people show you who they are. Like you get a pretty good sense of who people are, based off of the energy that you feel. And sometimes you do have to discern, like, is this coming from a place of fear or insecurity, distrust, paranoia, things like that, past experiences that I'm projecting onto other people. But like I said, people will always show you their true face. They always will, because they always have. Okay. Some of you guys are addicted to somebody. You crave them, you want them. They're an emotional addiction. You get high off of this energy of maybe hooking up, the back and forth games, but that's not for you. And uh, you know, that's what I said in the disclaimer, you guys. I have to be real, but I know, like, you ain't got to take my word for it, because I know people want to my man to the wrong man or the wrong woman, like that's my person. And, you know, cling on to that so much, even if that person is hurting you. And I will never condone that. I'll never support that. I'll never root for that, because it's not it's not an energy of like, oh, I'm working against you. It's like, why would you want that? You know what I mean? But I have compassion for people, because I've been there in love situations where you want it so bad, even if you know that it's not really healthy for you. It's like maybe you don't want to hear someone else tell you that. It's like, who the fuck are you to tell me? You can't tell me that I'm grown and da da da, or you're wrong. Like, I rather stumble and fall on my own. I don't want someone else telling me, especially if it's somebody that you don't really trust or you don't respect, or you have your own, oh well, you single, you can't tell me nothing. But it's like, truth is truth, right? Let's put it this way, because spirit gave this to me the other day. It's very practical, it's very simplistic. We'll get into the other energy in a second. I don't want y'all to miss this. Catch this real quick, okay? Catch this tea. I want you to think from a perspective like this. And some people literally may be going through this. So I send you and extend much love and compassion for you and grace, because I know what it feels like to be in an abusive relationship. But let's say your person just constantly cheats on you, or, unfortunately puts hands on you, right? And then they turn around and say, well, I love you, you know? I'm sorry I did that to you. You know, I'm just, but you got to think about it like this. Separate your emotions from who the person is, what they say, and the energy that you hope and wish that they would be in, what you project onto them, and look at the facts of how they're treating you. So a person that they could say all day, or they could be your mother, they could be your husband, your wife, your best friend, your child. If a person treats you badly, they don't really love you, not in a healthy sense. They don't. If a person is harming you actively and constantly doing that, that shows you the value, how much they actually value you. So if you separate the emotion from what I want, I just want this person, I just want this thing. If a situation or person is more so harmful to you, you have to question its value in your life. Why is it so valuable? Do you value this person or this thing more than you value yourself? That's always the thing that I ask myself. Do you value this thing or person so much over yourself? If so, that's not a good thing. Meaning, like, anything that you hold in high regard above yourself, and you kind of put yourself in the back burner, even if that means you're being disrespected, you're being harmed, um, that's not love. If you don't have love for yourself in a union, it's not real love. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't, and someone else does not have and hold space for real love for you, no matter what they say out of their lips, because they could genuinely believe that they love you because of their own trauma, their own woundedness, their level and capacity to love themselves and love others. A person will show you how they really feel about you and the value they have in you by the way that they treat you. So you have to question that action should hold weight over what people say, because people could say anything out of their mouth. People will tell you anything. But what you can't argue down is like what's in front, what's factual, and what's real. And a lot of times women, like, especially specifically us women, we get too emotionally attached to things. We have to have a level of discernment, and discernment is dealing with what's facts as well, not always just how you feel, because we internalize first. We are subconscious beings first, right? um we feel things on a deep level, but we also have to balance out the practicality in things. So it's obvious, if a person loves me, they'll treat me with tenderness and care and compassion and understanding. If they don't, they're going to disrespectful they're going to be disrespectful, they're going to harm me. As humans, we fuck up. Yeah, we fuck up. But when we don't want to fuck up again, what do? We change and correct our ways. So if somebody's constantly doing something to you and they don't change, that's because they don't care about you. They don't care to change. They don't want to. So, ironically, you have expect changes as a card that came out. Um, and this card, I feel like, is the solidifier, the signifier, significant card or message. The overall energy is that expect shifts and changes, but you have to be in alignment with that, you know. Um, you may have a lot of fear or trauma around being played, which is why what I was picking up in the beginning, when that new energy, that face of, someone that's different, and they're showing you something that you haven't experienced, you're going to question that if you're used to just bullshit all the time. Okay. Um, because you've dealt with people that have said that they loved you, but they do the opposite. And what I mean by that is like, a person or a man could say, "Oh, I care about you and I love you," but deep down, this person is constantly being disrespectful. This person is constantly being dismissive, or lacking in compassion for you and understanding for you, or just want to use your energy when it's convenient for them, as long as it benefits them. If they can get some box, they can get some, let me get that. Let me get this from you. Let me be associated to what you got going on. Like, you don't need that type of energy around you. And I feel like Spirit is saying this is, you got to cut the cords. Good morning. Good morning. You got to cut the cords. Okay. All right. So let's tap into the other energy. So you guys may have a specific person in mind. It might pick up on that, or it might pick up on, for some of you, you might just be like, what's going on with my divine counterpart? You may not have a person in mind. You don't know who they are yet, but you know they exist out there in mind. So let's tap in. Where is this person or incoming energy partner at? Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I hope this message is on point and helpful to somebody, you know? Let's see. Oh, shit. These cards. Okay. There's cards that fell in 3 different directions on my table, on one on the floor and one on the other side of my desk. So it's like 3 different spaces that these cards just acted crazy just now. Okay. All right, let's deal with the ones on the table right here. So, yeah, you guys are, some of y'all, not everybody. I don't want to make this about just like everybody because we're all at different places and stuff like that. Some of you guys, unfortunately, you guys are still caught in the web of lies. Okay. Um, something or someone is not, someone or something is not who you think they are. This person, I feel like, also could be either deceiving themselves about something, and it may not be about you at all, especially if this person doesn't know you yet, you guys haven't met, or knows of your existence yet. I feel like this person is caught in a web of deception and lies. This person could have recently went through a breakup. You have the end card here. This person could be witnessing or sensing that something's coming to an end in their life. They're not ready for that. Yeah, I feel like this person is like having a moment, like they may not want to be in a relationship right now. Because it could be fresh for them. This person might be spending a lot of time with themselves. They may also be trying to figure out like what they want for themselves moving forward. I get a vibe. This is not going to be for everybody. That you're going to possibly, like those of you that don't have anybody yet, you haven't met your person yet, they could have been in a serious relationship for a very long time. Whether they're going to be getting a divorce or they've gotten a divorce or something like that, or they've been in a long-term relationship. This person it's very weird. They don't know what it's like to not be with this person. Their identity is kind of wrapped around who they were when they were with this person. You know what I'm saying? Like routines, traditions, experiences, memories, milestones, like have all been included in this relationship. So when they do get out of it, it's like they're like a fish out of water. They're trying to figure out themselves separate from that. Does that make sense? Like outside of the routines, outside of the traditions, outside of the milestones with having this person in their life. You've been seeing these numbers too? Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So I feel like this person has recently gone through an ending, whoever your other person, this other party is. And I feel like Spirit is telling them like the past, this is what crowned you as, wiser. This is what, like, this is a new birth for you. That I feel like that's what Spirit's telling this person, the other party. Like, this is a experience for you to elevate and to grow, you know. Also telling them to be mindful of or picky and choosy in a healthy way of who they give their energy to. Because I feel like this is someone that also may have been in relationships or with people around them that take from them. This person could be very nurturing, someone that is very giving, has a lot to offer, and people like to take from this person, um, almost like be babied by this, like by them, like people, yeah, like it gives off needy vibes, like people might be needy of this person or always like cling to them for a lot of things. So they might feel a little stuck. They're trying to figure out, okay, how am I useful or purposeful outside of this connection? Because maybe this relationship was very transactional, or they just naturally grew apart. This one, okay, yeah, this person's romantic in a sense that I feel like either they like writing sweet messages or letters or text messages. They're very romantic. Um, they might call you my love, my, um, yeah, they'll tell you when they're thinking about you. They're that type of person. They're romantic. It's not an overkill. It's not like, okay, you're love bombing me, like you're acting crazy and obsessive, but it's like, they might randomly just text you out of the blue, out of the day, and be like, I was thinking about you, Um, well, this is what I said. You're gonna feel it in your heart. It's not gonna feel weird. Like, have you ever been love bombed? It doesn't feel right. It feels so weird. Like, at least for me, like I think back on every experience I had where I was being love bombed by a man, or even people that, like, friends, or just weird people that just turn out to be weird, or just like fake or whatever. You can feel it. It feels very weird. And it's not always like, yeah, sometimes it can be filtered through. I'm not used to hearing like these type of words or these type of gestures. I'm not used to that. Um, but it feels weird. You just like, like that. Yeah, yeah. But it feels inauthentic. And this is why I said it's very important, that you'll be able to pinpoint this person's genuine energy and their intention, because you're gonna feel it in your heart. It's a feeling, like, it's genuine. When people pour into an individual, um you could feel the upliftment, you could feel the love, you could feel the appreciation behind it. It doesn't feel like a game, it doesn't feel like flattery, it doesn't feel like manipulation. You know what I mean? You could feel it. So it's because this person is really loving. They're very romantic. They're very sweet. They have like this poetic vibe to them. So they could literally be a writer, or they're just really good with their words, in a way of like they're very good at expressing themselves. They know how to express from their hearts how they feel. And it's because the purer the better, like the pure the intention. Like, if you're thinking about him or her, text them. Or call him, hit him up. Or if you want to give them a hug or give them a kiss out of nowhere because you just want to do it, there's no thought behind it. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to do that, that's stupid, that's lame, I'm not going to do that. Like, they're not that type of person. They're very loving. um I feel like the way that they see love is like it cannot be rushed, and they don't want to. I feel like this person has a hard time if they are a woman. um they're very female, feminine. I should very female. They're very feminine presenting as far as like their energy goes, in a traditional sense, like what people would equate as being feminine. Because me personally, I feel like there's many facets of femininity. I don't feel like it's just the soft, the sensitive, but by nature, we are the emotional side of life, right? Of creation. We are a manifestation of emotions and subconsciousness. It's a part of our nature. Nurturing, birthing energies. um so I feel like this person has a quality of that. If they are a man, straight or not, or like not straight, whatever their orientation is, they are emotionally in tune for real. So like, if it might be uncomfortable for a heterosexual woman to be with this type of man, because if they're used to harshness, in a way, they're used to people playing mind games and not showing that they care, this might feel a little cringy at first. They're not used to this type of being handled in this way. Um, and it also may cause people to use this person sometimes, like, oh, he's stupid, he's gullible, he's nice, he'll do this and that, because it's like they care very deeply. Once they're in, like, deeply. And it's hard to pry this person apart from someone that they genuinely love, because like, I put my all into it. I choose from my heart. I don't choose off of convenience. I don't choose from a place of, trying to get in where I fit in, trying to get some, trying to, like, with no games. I choose from my heart. So if somebody, and like, we're not getting along anymore, or someone breaks my heart, or they do something, it's hard for this person to like um settle in that, if that makes sense. It's hard for this person to accept this. So this is where this person is. They're dealing, I feel like, not heartbreak. Heartbreak. This person might bake too. They could be, I don't know. Let's say, for example, this person could be like a Cancer placement, maybe like a Taurus, Um, who else is coming to mind? Pisces energy, maybe. It's like an emotional imprinted vibe I get from them. Like it's very hard for them to let people go that they love. It hurts, you know? Yeah, they feel like sometimes that they haven't always been chosen. You know, they feel overlooked sometimes by people that they care about. Um, yeah, they know what it's like to be rejected. Because I feel like this person doesn't fear or shy away from like telling people how they feel and expressing it. Someone could have ghosted them, not responded back to a message where they might have said like, I want to work this out, I love you, I miss you, and the other person was like, nah, I moved on, I got somebody else. And they might have found out that the person that they love chose to move on with somebody else. This person could have got cheated on recently, y'all. Or this could be your energy, like place, because I already read you versus them, but if this is your energy versus the first initial half, might have been where that person is. It you know, you got to find, or maybe you are finding yourself in each pile. It's spiritual energy is like very intricate, so you got to use your discernment. um but yeah, this person could have felt replaced, like, oh, they played me, you know. um they're trying their best to not be bothered. You know, they're trying their very best not to feed into this energy. Oh, wow. Cancer, Leo, Taurus, Moon, and Taurus rising. That's interesting. I have those Taurus placements too. My chart is like Spirit didn't even try, you know. Spirit didn't even try. With my big three, Spirit didn't even try. They just like, we're just going to make you a Taurus. Bitch, here. Um, So let's see how they see you versus how they feel towards you, if this person is aware of you. And even if it's one of those instances where for some of you it comes out, the person that you guys don't know each other yet in existence, you guys haven't crossed paths in life yet. Um, you know, where their thoughts are about their person out there. Let's see. Could be somebody that's just coming in general. Doesn't always got to be a divine counterpart that's coming in yet. It just depends. But the vibe that I'm getting, that's what it's giving. It's giving divine counterpart energy. Like some of y'all are being prepared for big love, you know. Um, let's see. How do they see or how do they feel? What's their perceptions, their feelings, spirit, this other side of the rainbow? Okay. Damn. You know, the same motherfucking cards keep coming out. So that's like reiterations. um, I feel like this person's gonna see you clearly for who you are, if not already see you as you are, in a way of they know that you have a reason to guard and protect your heart. And it's partially, or maybe a majority of the energy is because they see themselves in you. Um, specifically like their stance on treasuring and honoring their heart more and not being so overextending and overgiving to the wrong people, as well as they see the type of heart that you have, the depth that you have in love, that they see that they feel the sensitivity, they feel the empathic energy. So that could be where you guys bond over. You guys have um I feel like this person also, or when they do, if this is like for some of you that have not encountered anyone yet, this is incoming energy. This person will perceive you in that way. And it also was kind of like a scary feeling of, you feel a spark initially to somebody or something, you feel a resonance, like you want to get close to them immediately, but you stop yourself because maybe one, you tell yourself this is not realistic to feel this already, or this is possibly like someone, if I love another as deeply as I love someone in the past or others in the past, that it's going to be that tragic end all over again. You know, it's not going to um, be this perfect, beautiful story. And I feel like that comes with judgment of the past. So they may also see you as someone that is a little reluctant to believe in the fairy tales, believe in the storybook romances, Um, it could be like in passing things that you've communicated, but it seems more so of like what you don't say is like speaks louder to them. So this person in yourself very well could be intuitive. It could be couples that are water signs and earth signs couples, or water sign to water sign couple, or earth sign to earth sign couple. But that doesn't have to be for everyone. But or you guys operate in your earthy energy and water energy equally, or one person operates more. I feel like it's a mixture of both. Like you and this person operate in both your watery energy and earth energy, maybe because you have majority of those placements in your chart. Maybe um could be seventh house energy, Mars, Venus energy, placements with a zodiac of earth or water signs. All right, let's see. A Juno placement as well could be. Okay, I feel like if this is somebody, like it's ringing true, it sounds like somebody that you already know. Um this person's feeling, they could be like wondering, do you miss them? And they might go, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. They're left with the maybe. Yeah. Happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday to her. Princess birthday. All right, let's see real quick. There's a lot of maybe cards coming out. They wonder, will I ever be in union? And they in this lifetime, and they're getting like they're telling themselves maybe. So they're not 100% confident, but they're not 100% losing hope on that either. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Let's see. What in the hell? All these maybe cards. I'm going to pull one more. So I have 4 here. I'm going to pull one more. So they're asking themselves, do I really want to be with this person? So whether they know you or not, and I don't want y'all to get triggered by this because this may or may not be true, but you know, if your person is wondering this, it's because there's some lack of hope in them, that they're asking, do I really want to be with this person, or do I really want to be with my person? You know, if they're out there, do I really want to be with them? And they're like, maybe. And I feel like they're licking their wounds right now. They don't feel that hot about love, you know. Okay, last question, ironically, is a yes. So we ain't got no more maybes. With this, it says, do they still have or look at my pictures? So if this is like a situation where you guys have pictures of each other, or you guys shared photos, or you took photos together, or videos or something, you're wondering, do they still have them? Do they still look at them? Yes. Looking at them, maybe they have them in their actual possession, or they like go on social media sites and stuff like that to gather, to keep up, to connect. So they could be asking this question, like, does this person, he or she, do they still have pictures of me? So that's not going to resonate with those of you that have yet to meet your person yet. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else. I kind of already feel like what's blocking them, but I'm going to ask this question just as I asked the you versus them. I already asked the other side of life. He's my screensaver. uh That's cute though. You know, when couples have like each other's screensavers, or like pictures that they have together, that's cute to me. I think it's cute. Better that than just like some random, like, I don't know. I'm this way because everybody has like celebrity crushes. Most people do, or like somebody that they, at least like, if they're not that invested in, like, oh my god, but it's like, oh, this person's fine, they do it for me, Megan Good, she fine, she bad, blah blah blah, stuff like that. I would feel some type of way because I've had somebody do that to me. I would never do that to them. Like, okay, as much as I might have had crushes and stuff, like like a little celebrity crush and stuff, I'm not gonna be putting that ninja while I have a man all up on my thing. Like, I'll do it now because I'm single. I wouldn't even do that at all. Actually, I don't do that. I don't do those type of things. Like, I put stuff that I could see, um things on my screensaver that like spiritually activate something in me, things like that, like shit like that. But if I had a partner, I would put them on my screensaver over like a celebrity because I feel like that's kind of weird and rude to do that, you know? Like I should be your muse, okay? I should be your pinup bitch, okay? No, no, for real. Hey, that's the Taurus in me, bitch. Like, no. Okay, you gonna have a muse, motherfucker. It's gonna be me. Okay. All right. Let's see. What is their struggle? Yeah, for real. Like it goes both ways. Okay. Not saying that you can't find other people attractive, but motherfucker, like, shoot, I better do it for you like nobody else. If not, I'm not your person. Okay, you not my person. What is the struggle? Like, what's their struggle? Because I feel like I already tapped into this. Let's see, like, if spirit wants to expand, what's their block? What's their hidden block? This other person. I didn't expect this to be this long. This reading, goddamn. Okay. Yeah, it's their. It's not really a block like they're doing something to prevent. It's they're at the space where they need to, where it's like it's a pause in their energy right now because I feel they're still bruised by not being chosen by somebody that they put energy into. And they're trying to figure out like what went left and why it happened the way that it did. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh, y'all went fishing as a family. That's really cute. Oh, yeah. That's a good life skill to teach kids too, how to fish and stuff. That's cool. I like that. I feel like this this person is where they're supposed to be. They're not blocked or blocking anything. I feel like they're releasing. It's natural. It's a process of them releasing, still trying to make sense of their emotions and what happened. So this could be fresh, you know, or they're currently finalizing the purge of like whatever they've released, whatever they left. Let me see. Let me clarify with the oracle. Okay, spirit. This person in question, like, what might be the block for this other person? Mm. Yeah, they're finally deciding to choose them. You know, they might have been gaslit recently by somebody. Like, this person may have tried to come back after they chose somebody else or broke the relationship up because they thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side. And it's like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry I went over there with this person, blah, 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 blah. Or I thought, you know, and I feel this person saw it for what it is. So they're choosing themselves. They don't want anything to do with this because this is just an energy vampire that's like trying to reattach themselves to them. Um, and then if this is a situation like where the two of you are involved, I don't know. Like I feel like for some of you, I don't feel like this is your energy, like you being the energy. I hope not, because I don't want to read from the motherfuckers like this. Okay, if y'all the type like, no, but no, it could be like this person was dealing with someone, you know, before they got with you, right? Or for some, it could be someone that after you they were dealing with someone that ended up really being a doozy, like somebody that was just really ashy, you know, just really wicked and soul sucking. You know, they probably was good at other things, you know, in that department, but like energy wise it's like no, you know, I can't be with you. um So now I'm gonna ask, like, from a spiritual perspective, the truth of like what bridges you guys. What is the real connection? Is it aligned? Is it misaligned? Is it karmic? Is it progressing? Like what's the deal? Let's tap in, okay? We're gonna ask that, Spirit. We're gonna answer that very question, okay? The energetic bridge between these two energies that we've been tapping into. What is where is the connection right now? What is the bridge, Spirit, that you see? What's the truth of what's really the real? What's really up? Okay. And then we'll close this thing out. I do love readings of all kinds, but I do specifically have readings where I tap into divine connections from many different angles and perspectives, whether it's mission, whether it's like your energy compatibility right now, where y'all need work, where your divine team is concerned. Are you guys in alignment with each other's purposes and path? Because that's very important when it comes to divine connections. It's not ever, it's 100% definitely an important element to a divine connection is if we are aligned with our paths. You cannot be in a divine union with somebody that goes against your divine path and vice versa. Like that is just an oxymoron. Like that's impossible. That would equate to someone that is like your enemy, right? So someone that speaks to your divine path and vice versa, someone that brings the best out of you, vice versa, that triggers the wounds that you need to heal, that is most likely always going to be the divine mirror, that person that's truly for you. Where two people choose each other, that's one thing. They choose their life purpose, their assignment, or they choose their authentic truth, their path, their light. Um, they know who they are in life. So it's not just to say, oh, you out here getting money, oh, I get money too, let's get together. Like that's very surface level. It's not that earthy, if that makes sense. It's not that low vibrational. It's more so like I have a purpose and mission that, it could either be compatible or complementary to each other, or you are that cheerleader, that person that holds me accountable when I need it, calls me out when I need it, and vice versa. You don't take me off course and off path. Like we spark each other's paths and lives. We enrich each other's lives and those around us. That is almost always the equation to a divine union. If you don't care about purpose and path, or even like, is this person someone that spirit wants for me? Because sometimes we want things that are not in alignment with what's best for us, like what our highest self really truly needs and wants. We just simply sometimes go off of ego, go off of comfortability, off of fear, off of lust. So if y'all want to get with me, and if y'all like my delivery, because like I said, I don't sugarcoat, I will lovingly deliver it to you, even like we can keep. But one thing that we can agree upon is I am not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'm gonna be honest with you because it is meant to help you. You take it, you sit with it, you do what you will with it, hopefully something positive. But yeah, so I do have different types of readings, divine counterpart readings, love readings of different types, ancestor guidance, angel guidance, career path, life purpose. I also do coaching. Yes, Jasmine, I do coaching. I have different coaching sessions I do. I just released my Siren Code, which is for those that are reclaiming their energy back, especially those that are sensitive, those that are, oftentimes maybe ridiculed for their sensuality, their beauty, their visibility, their empathic nature, things like that, may have gone through abuse of different types. I'm not going to say those words on here, but you know what I'm getting at, so if you're willing to go deep, I have a monthly service where you could just like one and done that for the month. You just want an overview. I'll give you a PDF of spiritual work that you can do, whether it's a ritual. I'll also give you a PDF of affirmation for you, a PDF for journal prompts for you based off personalized for each and every client. Like it's all personalized. It will never be something somebody else has. It will be personalized for you, your choice of a video call or a phone call. And I also have weekly. So the weekly container is more of like if you need an update and check in often, and then each week of our sessions, I will give you PDFs every week for your spiritual works, your affirmations, and your journal prompts will all be PDF, and we'll do energy check-ins, read on that. If you need energy clearing, I got you on that as well. Same thing, you can choose the dates that you want for us to meet up every week. All of that will be, I'll put it in the description of this video, but my website, if you guys are interested, it is waluchildreadings.ninja. Okay. And then on the upper right hand tab for audio recorded readings, those will be under the shop tab, along with like my altar waters that I make, my handmade jewelry and things like that, and accessories. And then on the upper right hand corner under the book online, I think it is book online tab, that is where you could book phone sessions and coaching sessions with me in the Siren Code session if you guys are interested in that. Okay. All right, so let's see what spirit is talking about. I just got that out real quick so y'all, before I forget, before I get off of here, if anybody would like to book a reading with me or work with me on a session, this is you investing in yourself spiritually. So it's based off of what you feel is like worth your investment, because spiritual work, just like therapy or just like our beauty regimens, like, we will invest in things that we find valuable to us. So, spiritual work, it should be valuable. So I don't want anybody to ever work with me just out of curiosity and stuff like that. Like, it will never. I just know if it's not something that you're willing to invest in yourself, because like you're not only wasting my time, you'll be wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be in the space where you find value in that. Okay. Long story short, so spiritually, let's see like where your energies are. Are they aligned? Are they misaligned? So on and so forth. I feel like you guys are more so in alignment rather than not. So when it comes to both of your energies, you guys are where you're supposed to be. It's like the energy's flowing where it's supposed to. Even in some of the friction, I feel like both of you guys can agree on within your energies. Um, you're very welcome, Jasmine. You as well. You have an amazing rest of your day as well. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you guys are working through being brave at this time, you know, allowing yourselves to be hopeful again, or at least like when it comes to love, to be kind of brave in that. So you guys are actually doing far better with this progress, or this process, I should say. You are making progress, yes, but you're doing far better in your process than you might think, because it wasn't easy, and I feel like you guys have um come out of some things that I feel like you wrestled with for a very long time. You um might want to play some sort of music or songs, could be frequencies, something that makes you feel like good about yourself or celebrating yourself, or if you're somebody that likes listening to like love jams and shit like that, like songs that, because there's love jams that be talking about, cheating and shit like that, um that talk about maybe like, freaky shit, but I'm more so getting like the romantic side where it's like celebrating each other, where it's like the declarations of healthy love, not I'm crying on bended knees and the end of the road and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? But like, songs where somebody, like Genuine, had him moonwalking. The ladies had him moonwalking in the clouds, breakdancing in the clouds. What's that song called? Differences. That's probably one of his like most popular songs next to Pony. But Differences, like something like that, listening to music that makes you feel good, that makes you feel loved, make you feel seen, whether it's coming from a woman's voice or coming from a man's voice. Neo soul music, yeah, neo soul music, like Music Soul Child, India Ari, like, yeah, India Ari has beautiful songs when it comes to love. So like things like that. Um Somebody want to, okay. Some perfume. I don't know. If you've been thinking about getting a new perfume or new cologne or something scented, some good scent, something for your body. It could be a body oil or something. I don't know. Invest in that. There's something about that. It could be in a gold bottle, like a gold bottle, or have like a picture of or a shape of a person, or like it could have a goddess on it or angels on it. Ooh, it y'all, sometimes I smell things, like I'll sense like actual smells of things. And this smells like, to me, the best way I can describe it, whether it's a man or woman fragrance or it could be unisex fragrances, it's very clean. It smells very clean. It's not fruity. It's not even like a musk smell, like, like doesn't have like a patchouli type scent or tonka something. It doesn't have that type of smell. It's very clean, almost. Mm, I don't know. Like, some of y'all probably get where I'm getting at. Like, we can all like probably kind of pinpoint what's a fruity smell. It's kind of light floral, if that's the best way I can like describe it. It's light floral and it's very clean smelling, like crisp, clean. Um, there's something to that. Whether it's like you're going to be guided to get you some new perfume or cologne or something that has that scent, or your person smells like that. It's gonna smell good now. Cause like, it might not be like your preferred type of like, because everybody has their own preferred notes, that they are the type of perfumes. Like, I know I have a type. Because my sister, she always, all your shit smells the same. Like, because it got similar notes, Heffa, but it's like kind of different. Okay. But like, you could smell somebody like that, because I'm not really into fruity smells like that on my body, at least, like maybe like hairspray and stuff like that. But like on other people, it smells really good. I'd be like, they smell good. Just like some people might not really like florals too much, but it might smell good on somebody else, or a musk scent or something like that, like a spicier note. They may not prefer that, but it smells good on somebody else. So that, I don't know. It could be, there's something to that. I don't know. I'm just leave it there because I don't want to expand too much because I don't really know what spirits are getting at. I'm just going to just share what I'm getting. um, hmm. One of you, and I feel like it's the last energy that I picked on is like someone not picked on. Spirit, we were not picking on that person. Okay, we know they going through some shit. They hurting because I'm getting it here. Like, this person is still trying to. Yeah, I did pick on them a little bit because they were like stuck in that maybe boat. Like, maybe this, maybe that, and they only had one yes card. So yeah, but no, this person, I feel like, is still trying. Like, their dreams are shattered a little bit. The last energy of the person I read on their energy, they they are questioning love. It could have been like a breakup, like I said, for some, a divorce for some. They got cheated on, or the person just left them out of nowhere, or it was an argument or some sort. Like, there was a tower moment that shattered their illusions, or their what they believe might have been just an illusion or projection. Is love like the love that I want? Does it really exist? Is it true? Is it just a figment of my imagination? Like, this person's having a hard time in believing. Maybe they're like, I thought this was going to be forever. I thought this was my forever person. I thought we were going to stay together. I thought we were going to get married, or I thought we were going to stay married, or I thought whatever. That's what I'm getting, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see what your advice is, like from where your standpoint is, your energy, where you are personally. What's your advice at this time? Excuse me. Okay. Uh, you know what though? Like, Arguments are necessary at times because I feel like it brings up the matter of what needs to, like the elephants in the room, or it could be like one thing sparks it, but it's really underlying like something, like I don't know if y'all ever heard like a saying, like people will argue over a toothbrush or the toilet seat being up, but it's a deeper root than just that. It's like things that you've kept stuff down, both of you guys may have been carrying and not speaking on, comes out based off of that one thing. So that annoyance of a toothbrush or the toilet seat, whatever thing, it's bigger, it's something more. That was just a catalyst to open the gates, the floodgates, if you will. But it's how you handle the argument, and how you resolve, or if you resolve, or if you can after that. That's what matters. What you take, what you do, what you take with that. What I can't even talk, you guys. uh see the advice. Yeah, it's what you do with like all of the conversation, the annoyances, um the conflict, the maybe the questions, yeah, the how you feel, your perspective, their perspective, like it's how you handle all of that that matters. Now if y'all arguing all the time, that that's another thing. The advice. Okay. So the biggest thing is like you having a deep sense of gratitude, um just in general. Like you're not weighing your transformation based off of you know material things, like, oh well, if I've really matured, if I've really grown, or if I'm really blessed, I should be here, I should have this, it should look like this, because we can go there sometimes as humans, like but the truth, I feel like, spirit is saying, like, deeply within yourself, that gratitude that is deeply felt on a soul level, like that's what spirit is saying, like the things that yes, be appreciative and grateful for the things that you have, material wise, the people you have in your life, but what else are you grateful for? Thank you for and it might sound crazy, but there's been times where I said, thank you, God, for that thing that hurt me, because I needed that. I needed that wake up call. I needed that shift, that redirection, that realignment. You know, um, you might feel certain emotions too that spirit is saying, don't try to control them or stuff them down or shame yourself. Like allow yourself to filter through what you're currently feeling, because there's some sort of insight or wisdom into this. You know, it might lead you to tapping into something deeper that you needed to see. So again, it's like be grateful for the experiences that you that you have, because there's if we always just chuck it up to something negative, or oh, I shouldn't be feeling this, oh, this is wrong, you'll miss the wisdom sometimes in experience, you know what I'm saying, or the revelation, the greater revelation that comes with that. You think, I think our weekend was too perfect for him. Yeah, sometimes that happens where people, it's like they're not used to things working out, and they like pick pin pinpoint, like, okay, something else is wrong, or pick something else apart. That's a real thing. I forgot what my sis said that was. Like, what's that? It's what is it called? Um, I forgot what phrase she said that was, where people like have a hard time with really settling and things being good. They don't know how to be present in that, because it's almost like a threat to what they're used to. Their conscious says, I have to protect myself because I'm used to things not working out. I'm used to things fucking up. Like I could have like a perfectly good day, but then something happens, like the shoe drops, or I could have a good day today and then tomorrow some shit will just happen. So some people will bring it upon themselves to sabotage because that seems most practical, most logical to them. Unfortunately, that's the thing. But yeah, I'm gonna close this thing out because I did not expect to be on here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, and I have to take my ass back to sleep. Like there's no excuse for this. Because yeah, my daughter got to get up in a couple of hours, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing up? You know, and I got stuff to do today. This we can't be doing this. Uh, but I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you so much for tapping in with me, joining, showing some love. That is greatly appreciated. And like I said, I will leave my links in the description if you guys want to get with me for a reading, coaching session. Siren Code is it's just a healing container where it's like a mixture of intuitive guidance and, as my sis calls, intuitive therapy, kind of, in a sense, or like, um a place to realign and reclaim, and you know you get some little perks with that. So I look forward to working with y'all, whoever is guided. But yeah, y'all be blessed, be safe out there, enjoy the rest of your night, your day, your evening, wherever you guys are in the world. And yeah, until next time, peace.